All right, guys, who's ready to chase some boost numbers? Let's do this. I don't know, what do you think, Quasar? Do you think we're gonna hit 15 PSI today and break some records? I think he's a little skeptical. All right, so I just finished making the adjustments that I need to be able to hit the maxed possible boost from this kit. Until now, we've really only been running roughly about 11 or 12 pounds of boost max with the pre-filters on. And the one pull that I've done with just the turbo guard, we hit about 14.4 pounds of boost. However, the manifold pressure curve that I'm seeing shows that I might be able to hit about 16, but I think that's kind of a pipe dream. Realistically, we might be able to hit about 15. So we're about to see. I just finished, as I said, tightening the belt. We took the filters off, so now we're just running the turbo guard. This is probably going to be the most intense pull that I've done so far since putting the Supercharger on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm honest, because again, we've never really driven it to this level of boost. Also, that belt is just extremely tight, so I have no idea what that belt's going to do. If it snaps, that's obviously a serious problem, but there's really only one way to find out, so we're getting ready to do a pull now. All right, guys, it is showtime. Here we go. Woo-hoo! It sure sounded good. Car's still alive, which is good as well. I'm really excited to see what our boost pressure was. It sounds like our belt's still intact still. I'm gonna have to check it to see if we're starting to form any cracks or if it's beginning to wear a little bit excessively. Hopefully that wasn't too tight, but yeah, let's check the data logs. So I'm mainly just gonna try and check out our manifold pressure data over time. We can kind of see the pull here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on it and see how we did. All right, so we have, looks like a manifold absolute pressure of 2.05. Let's compare that to atmosphere real quick and see what our actual boost was. All right, atmospheric pressure was 1 bar, so we're making boost of 1.05, which I believe is the highest I've ever hit on this. Let's see what the actual PSI rating is for that. So we'll go ahead and ask our friends at Google here what 1.05 bar is in PSI. And we hit 15.2. Dang. So this kit is actually capable of hitting 15 PSI, possibly even 16. So this is what I was trying to talk with Aaron on a little bit. I think this is the highest confirmed boost pressure that we've ever gotten on this kit without modifying the Supercharger pulley to be able to run it up even faster. So yeah, 15.2 PSI. I'm actually really happy with this result right now. I don't think we're going to try and tighten it any further. It might be able to hit 16, but I think that's going to be pushing a little bit. Quite happy with this 15.2 PSI rating. This is amazing, guys. We're going to be making some serious power when this tune is finished. But anyways, guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Robert, and for those of you that are new to the channel, this is my Nissan 370Z, which we recently got supercharged last year, and we're currently in the middle of getting it all tuned up so we can finally take it to the dyno and see what sort of power figures we are making. And as you guys just saw, we're also trying to tune in the boost pressure a little bit. This kit might be capable of hitting 16 PSI, but we're still trying to chase that figure. We want to try and maximize the performance that we get before we send this car off to the dyno. We should be posting up the dyno video hopefully early to mid-February, so you guys can take a look at that video once it gets posted. Super excited to figure out how much power I am making with this kit. But in this video, I just want to talk to you guys about my plans for 2021 and what you guys are going to expect in terms of videos. So obviously over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be working to get the Z completely tuned up. We've been working with Eugene Turkov to try and refine the tune that's currently sitting on this car. Once we get that all worked out, probably in early February, I'm going to try and get the car on the dyno, so that way I can finally get you guys dyno results. I'm also going to post up a video on a more detailed review of this Supercharger kit and what my experience has been like over these past few months running this kit. Can you daily drive it, that sort of thing. In March and April, I kind of want to do some videos on tuning for you guys. I want to work a little bit with Eugene Turkov, talking about some of the things related to tuning ethics, how to read your data logs, that sort of thing. So yeah, March and April is going to be kind of dedicated to the tuning process and working with the Ecutech data logger to try and show you guys how to look at certain things on the car. I will probably also be spending a lot of time trying to get the Sentra fixed. There's half a dozen things wrong with that car right now. It's currently got a blown CV joint boot, so all the grease is kind of gone everywhere. The positive terminal on the battery battery is loose, so sometimes it keeps disconnecting, and then I got to go in there, clean the terminals, and retighten it. That's just kind of the tip of the iceberg in terms of all the things that are wrong with it right now. In fact, when I did a count, I think I have over like 30 things that I wanted to try and fix on that car. So yeah, I want to try and spend some time getting that Sentra fixed up. The Sentra videos actually usually get me more views anyways, along with a lot of the lecture videos that I've done. So I'm probably going to be this year trying to focus a little bit on channel growth as well, doing some of those types of videos. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers this year. Right now I'm projecting that I should be able to hit that. So yeah, we're trying to get to 10,000 subs. So if you're not a subscriber, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button down below, help me out. But I'm tired of sitting in the garage and it's kind of getting a little bit cold. Let's hit the road and drive this thing. Oh, let's go, let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and get out of here because I'm fairly certain that the offices next door did not appreciate that. Or this. Oh wait, roll the windows down. That blow-off sound is crazy, guys. Oh my god. And almost forgot, might as well start data logging. Since we started tuning the car, Eugene and I basically have to data log 24/7. We're trying to collect as much data as we can while I'm daily driving. That way we can get the tune refined so the car's running perfectly. Yeah, it does hit 55 quite quick. As for some more exciting plans for 2021, so a lot of you guys have been asking me if I plan to run ethanol in this car. Initially, for the tune and the dyno runs in February, that's not going to be the case. I'm just going to be running pump gas, and really I just want to be running pump gas for the most part all the time. I don't really care to touch on ethanol too much. However, I do still want to play with it a little bit. I'm debating right now if I want to install a fuel flex sensor, or if we just want to run an ethanol and a 93 octane tune. So right now, Eugene and I are currently looking at the data logs to understand what the possibility will be right now for running ethanol. It's looking like our injectors are probably going to be maxed out, so that's probably not going to be a project that'll happen anytime soon, but possibly by the end of this year or sometime in 2022, we can look at upgrading the injectors, and then we can run a full ethanol tune on this car and get 600 plus horsepower numbers on that dyno. So yeah, that's just one of the exciting projects happening this year. I've also been talking with Aaron from TopGuns Speedworks. There might be some additional modifications coming for this kit that's going to make it even better. I can't go into a whole lot of details, but there may possibly be some more exciting stuff happening with the 370Z Supercharger build this year. So you guys will have to stay tuned for that. Also, I am planning a pretty intense road trip for the 370Z later this year, probably in September or so. I'm not going to go into a lot of details on where I'll be going yet because I am still trying to update the itinerary. But right now, tentatively, it's looking like it'll be a 6,000 mile trip out to the West Coast. There's a lot of different stops and places and things that I plan to go see. So we're trying to get the car tuned up and running perfectly so we can actually make that trip. Might even go meet up with Eugene Turkov there on the West Coast and be able to go see Big Sur and all that. But not to get into too many details, a super exciting trip is planned for the Z. I'm really looking forward to doing another road trip video. That last road trip video where I went out to Blue Ridge Parkway and then ended up wrecking on the Dragon, that was possibly the most fun I've ever had with editing a video. So I'm really excited to do another road trip. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of amazing places that we're going to be checking out, hopefully some great footage. So yeah, that's currently in the works, planned for probably September. In other plans for this year, or possibly in 2022, I am looking at getting another car for this channel. As the 370Z build wraps up, there's really not going to be a whole lot else to do on this car. I'll just be driving it and having a whole lot of fun, continuing to do videos, but we're going to need some new car on the channel to be able to do a build on. So I already told you guys that I have a lot of interest in the new Z. It was announced back in fall last year, and I'm really excited for that car. There's not currently a release date. We don't know what the price is going to be, and I don't know if it's really going to fall within my budget. It kind of just depends on the timing and everything. I'm in the middle of trying to save for a house and a bit of property, so that way I can build a shop, so that way the crazy builds on this channel can continue. So yeah, I don't know if the 400Z or whatever the new Z is called is really going to be the right option for me. Other options I'm considering is possibly a 240 SX or an old 240Z. There's some cars from the 90s as well as the early 2000s that I'm looking at. I want to pick up an old car that'll be a project car for us to try and fix on this channel. So yeah, that would be pretty exciting as well. Let me know in the comments section down below, what would you guys rather see on this channel? Do you want me to get a new mid-level sports car like the new Z? Should I get some sort of project car like a 240 SX? It could be a whole lot of fun to try and get fixed up. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys want to see on this channel? So yeah, that is about going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank you once again for watching, and stay tuned for more videos with my 370Z as we get it completely built and get it on the dyno. Video coming soon. See you guys later.